How do? It's been a week since I did my first video, so I thought, you know what? Let's do another one. Went out last night. I didn't think I'd be doing this bike ride, but to be honest with you, I had a burst of energy. I've jumped on the bike and we are heading to County School Station, which is rather exciting. And I've just come down this lane. I'll be honest with you, I'm not too sure on the name of the lane, but I just saw this sign and I think it solves the problem as to why we couldn't get to that footbridge last week. I don't know if you can see, it's a bit tricky because I'm holding the bike, but there's a Mid-Norfolk Railway sign and it says, warning, footbridge over railway now closed to general public, dangerous structure. We apologise for any inconvenience this may cause, blah, 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 blah. But this is from the Mid-Norfolk Railway. And I was coming down and it caught my eye because there's a footpath over this field, which I'm guessing leads to the bridge. I'm going to have a look at my maps quickly just to confirm this. But it's a really nice walk. It's a shame you can't... I'm sure you can go over there, but I don't know if you can go over the track. But it is a really nice little walk. And it does continue over there back to Dereham, or wherever that is. But yeah, let's just double check that is the bridge. Google Maps, went onto the satellite. I think it's a completely different bridge to the one I was thinking about. So I'm guessing the one I was thinking about, there's a fly on my hand, was actually for the farm property. So I'm not too sure about that footbridge. Maybe on the way back I can have a look, but I am racing against time because County School Station closes at 3 apparently, 3:30. And it is currently, if I can have a quick look, I think it's around 1:30. So yeah, race against time. I'm about 2 miles away apparently, or thereabouts. So let's go! I'm about halfway from where I just left you off to Norfolk Station. And it's going well. I've been on this lane for quite a while now and it's been good, picking up a bit of speed. And I was just coming down here. I got to about where that pothole is. And massive hill. It doesn't probably show that well on camera. Massive hill. Oh God. Right, let's do this. Wish me luck. Just got to North Elsham. Look, you've got some old hoppers here. How cool is that? Old level crossing. And just down there is the track. Or what is meant to be the track. This is the old station building. I'm a bit worried though because look. Jesus. Hang on, that's today. Fuck, you know. This was put up today. Oh shit. I've made it. Not been stung as of yet. Touch wood. But I've made it. I was all the way down there. Just up there. And I've come all the way down. And this is the old track. It's really cool. It is a bit confusing because the path literally just goes like that. So my advice, if you were going to bike down here, is walk from the level crossing to where I am, near like an old bridge by the looks of it, is walk. Because there's lots of track and it is really confusing. But I'm going to put the bike down on the floor just quickly. Oh, I've got a plant in my bike. Here we go. But this is the track. Old points and stuff. I mean, this is fascinating to me. I'm currently on the track. So it looks like this section here would go down. I think there was 2 platforms, obviously one there and then there's one there where the old station building is. That's still there, that one platform where the station building is. The other one's gone. But this, I'm guessing, would have gone that way. And there is another section just there, if you can see it. I'm guessing would have come down here and made like a little siding. I'm not too sure. But I should have really read into the plans about this section before I came here. But it is so cool. You know, there's old, like, things. Obviously you can't turn them. But I mean, it is cool. It's still moving. Oh, that's scary. Wow. But anyway, we're going to head this way. I need to get to County School before it shuts. That's my bike on the floor. Because I can't find anywhere to put it, but I mean, to walk down, there is another bridge just here. It's really nice though, but yeah, come on, let's go. Right. Let's see how easy this is to do pushing a bike. But as you can see, I think these are sidings, because if I look down there, I can see a bit of a buffer. But I've given up riding the bike on here because it is a lot of rocks and stuff, ballast, and it's not easy on the tyres. I was jumping all over the place. But this is cool, you can see how dated it is. So look, the old wooden blocks that they used to use to keep the track in place. Amazing. Right, I made the mistake of looking on my maps, and I was about a quarter of the way after walking for what felt like ages. But we've just come across this bridge. I do this really awkward thing. I just passed a few people, and I thought they'd say afternoon, so I'm there all beaming going, afternoon, and they just go, all right. Anyway, there's a bridge, and I think, if we zoom in, that down there, I think maybe County School. I'm not going to get my hopes up though. Must be, I can see something green. Right, let's go. Right, update. That wasn't it. But I can see it in the distance. It's all the way down there. It's definitely all the way down there. We've come to this bridge though. Obviously my bridge knowledge isn't great. So I'm guessing this would have been the railway bridge. One track here. But I am thinking, what was this for? Was this a foot bit for people to get over? It looks like it, but it's not very level. And it's all fallen apart. It's very cool though. But yeah, and the path comes off and it goes down here. You walk down the side. You don't walk on the track. You walk all the way down the side to County School. Let's go. Yeah, there's nothing coming down here. Look, the track. Sleepers are fucked, but made it. There is people around, so I'm not going to talk too loudly because it's quite embarrassing. But this is where the station goes. Beautiful. There's a miniature railway just over there. I think it loops just down there and comes back on itself. So cool though. All done at County School. Lovely, beautiful, really nice. I'm currently stood by some cows, which is quite nice. Beautiful building. Miniature railway was cool. I did little videos. I'm still a bit unsure about filming in public. That cloud doesn't look very good, does it? Bit of a scary moment though. As I was coming down the path down here to come to the station, my handlebar, which has been veering to the left as to where it should be central, started moving, and it went 45 degrees. So I might have a bit of a wonky handlebar at the moment, but I think I've got about a 40-minute journey back. I might have to pop into a shop or something. That's if they're open in North Elsham. If they have any, that is. But I'm gonna get going. I'll let you guys know. We've had a bit of a malfunction. I don't know if this is from when the handlebar broke. I just went to move the chain and this happened. Yeah. Great. I'm gonna try and have to put the chain back on. Wish me luck. As you can see, I'm home. That was a really, really tough journey home. The chain came off. Luckily, I was able to put that on quite easily. And then just as I was about to set off, the handlebar, which had gone loose earlier, decided just to spin around. So I was kind of left in a bit of a situation. I didn't know whether to go to the nearest town or village, which was North Elsham. And by the way I looked at it, they literally had one shop in North Elsham, as far as I know. And it was a little village, shop. And that was a 35-minute walk away from where I was at county school. And then my other option was, seeing as I was there, I thought I might as well ask the railway people if they have any tools that I could quickly borrow. And I found who I think was the station master. He said they personally don't have any tools, like an Allen key, which is what I needed. And then he said, go to the miniature railway and ask them. I went there and I asked them and I said, do you have an Allen key? And they said no. And then they said, if you go around this way, and they sent me to a car park and a field, and they said, in that corner over there, you can see a white van. That's the workshop we use for the miniature railway. And he said, go and speak to them, and they may possibly have an Allen key. They're all very nice about it. And I went round to this containers that were workshops, and luckily there was a couple of gentlemen there who helped me, and they gave me an Allen key, and I was able to tighten it up, and it was really loose. I don't know if I caught the wheel or something when I was going down that path near county school, which I've learnt my lesson about now. Basically, that path was definitely just a footpath. There is no way I'm taking a bike down there again. No way. It was just too tight. There was too many brambles and stuff. It was a bit impossible. So the next time I go that way, I'm definitely going to be biking to North Elsham, finding somewhere to lock my bike up, and then walking down the path to county school, and then walking back to North Elsham, because that was just a bit much. I'm glad I did it though. It was a bit spoiled by the fact that my bike decided to break when I got there. So yeah, I did have a very brief look around county school. Obviously there's not a great deal to see when you're there, but it was okay. I didn't film a lot when I was there. I filmed bits of the ticket office and the waiting room and things like that. There wasn't really a lot to film, to be honest with you. The miniature railway, I felt a bit odd filming that because there was people on it, it felt a bit weird. But yeah, very exciting though to see what the terminus of the Mid-Norfolk Railway could be. Very exciting. But that journey home was just something else. It honestly, the route it was going to take me from county school to where I live was about 35 minutes. And I was like, okay, that's doable. And what I like on Google Maps is you can actually, or Apple Maps I think it is, yeah, Apple Maps, you can put in what you want to avoid. So for me, I put avoid hills because they are my Achilles heel. I hate them, especially on a bike. So I said, yeah, avoid hills. And of course it just said, no, you can't avoid hills basically. So I was like, marvellous. And it was going to try and send me through a village called Beatley, which I was like, I'm not going. And there was two routes. There was one that went straight past Beatley, and then there was one that went through Beatley and then rejoined the road I was back on. So I thought that's a bit silly. I might as well just carry on the road I'm on, and I feel like I should have listened to the maps because the hills were absolutely ridiculous. But I'm back now. It took me way longer than expected to get back because I had to keep stopping. But yeah, I am rather happy I did it. It was a good bit of exercise. But yeah, I'm surprised I did another video, to be honest with you. I didn't think I'd be able to do this video, mainly because I went out last night and I was merry, but I didn't think I'd be able to do this video. Or actually just go on my bike because I thought I'd be too tired. But I did it, I'm proud of myself. Don't know where I'm going next. I don't think I'll do, no, next weekend I'm going to Essex, where I grew up. And I think I have an idea for a future video, and that is a get to know me video. So if you have any questions that you would like to ask me about me, to get to know me, pop a comment down below. I would put my socials, but they are quite private at the moment. There's not really, I don't really share a lot on them at the moment. But obviously if this does well, then I'm hoping I can, start to share my socials and stuff. But yeah, if you have any questions, pop a comment below, and I'm hoping next weekend on Sunday, because I should get back fairly early on Sunday, I can answer them all. But yeah, thanks for watching, and bye.